you at one point you would, the next thing I knew, you were I think you were on TV or something. We were in a club, and then a few weeks later you were on TV. It was like, hello, what happened? It was like one day you were doing one thing and the next day you were doing something else. And so when you talk about a plan, when you talk about plans and all that, I don't know. Do you think you actually had a plan, or did it all fall just into your lap?
Well, I had never planned on being an actress. Let's put it that way. I was on survival mode. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was working in production and I worked with all kind of actors. And then one of my friends like, hey, I want you to go and meet this director and read for this part. And I had never done anything before. Ice-T had got me a part on Fame because I was doing this documentary. And I think that's what kind of started it. But I wound up getting this movie Mask with Cher.
Yes.
And I did that role. And then the next day I said, man, I just did a movie with Cher. They didn't believe me. But I mean, she was so gracious. Sam Elliott, all those people were like, you know, they're ballers, they're stars. They treated me so well. I think that's what it is, Sha. I've seen a lot of really big people. It's kind of like, it's common courtesy. It's just respect for people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take no shit from nobody. I think people know that.
Yeah, I think people do.
You know what I mean?
That's how you've always been. But speaking of Mask, that was highly acclaimed. A lot of you stood out. A lot of people told. There was a lot of buzz in Hollywood at that time about you in that film. You know and that, don't you?
I got a development deal from that, but of course, when I was coming up, let's do the black that girl. They didn't know what to do with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I mean, I probably did as many films as Gene Hackman that year. You know what I mean? People who don't know who Gene Hackman is. So, critically acclaimed
Who
actor.
doesn't know who Gene Hackman is? My God.
Some people don't, but you know what? It's
huge.
The roles that were out there that were afforded to me. I mean, I went out there and beat white girls out of Valley Girl parts because being in the streets, growing up in the streets, I know how to maneuver.
You could do it.
So they're talking about acting. You gonna pay me for this? Oh, watch me do